Hello everyone and welcome back to You Know Who. I'm your host, the reviewer. And with me as always is my cameraman, Jamie.
Hello, reviewer.
Jamie, are you alright?
Jamie heard talking coming from the Lego TARDIS. Jamie looked inside and saw nothing worth reporting about. That is all.
Oh, reviewer, we're almost ready. Your idiot companion, your new chair. By the end of this review, the final piece will be in place. You. Alrighty, Jamie, for the last time, don't touch my Legos. You can play with the Gundams, but not the Legos! Let's dive into the rapidly dwindling 10th season of Doctor Who. This is The Eaters of Light.
In present-day Scotland, a young girl wants to hear music from the ruins of a cairn. Her brother insists that it's ghosts, but as she runs back, a crow seems to call out, "Doc Tor," and we see the TARDIS carved into one of the stones. The Doctor and Bill have dragged Nardole to 2nd century Scotland. They have competing theories as to why an entire legion of Roman soldiers disappeared from history. The Doctor is sure the 9th Legion was killed in battle, but Bill points out the bodies were never found. They're probably down by the river heading back to Britain. She goes to the river, and the Doctor takes Nardole to find their dead on a battlefield. Something in the woods growls, watching. Bill finds a local, face covered in runes. When she sees Bill, she screams and chases after the companion with a knife. She trips, and Bill gets away before falling down a hole. Nardole is rather surprised when a crow calls out "Dark" over and over, but as they head to a cairn built by the local Picts, the Doctor explains that crows could always talk, they just got tired of humans never listening. He explains that the Picts believed that the cairns were passages to other worlds. Bill finds a Roman soldier, and they're both surprised to realize they understand one another. To Bill, he's speaking English. To him, she's speaking Latin. Bill puts it together that somehow the TARDIS or the Doctor has been translating for her. That's why every alien they meet speaks English. This is a nice moment for Pearl Mackie. Too often the translation thing is either ignored or the Doctor is the one who explains it. Although it does seem a bit odd that this is only now occurring to Bill.
This, of course, raises a very interesting question. What does the Doctor hear when he translates everyone else's language into his own dialect? Well, we Gallifreyans speak an ancient tongue, one that predates even Latin. I'll give you a little taste. Aune akbe ute ete oshe. Beautiful, isn't it?
Bill is thrilled to learn that the soldiers from the 9th Legion, or rather, all that's left of it. The Doctor has found a corpse, one that seems to have been kept out of the sunlight for decades, but has only been dead for a matter of hours. They do find a battlefield full of dead Romans. Something alien wiped them out. They go to look for Bill, but are captured by a tribe of the native Picts. Bill and the soldier climb out of the pit, a trap left by the Picts. They hear a growl, the sound of the beast that killed his fellow Romans. The soldier wants to get back to his fellow survivors, those who deserted the battle out of fear, when the monster returns. He tells her how to find his friends when a group of bioluminescent tendrils grab him and pull him towards the beast. Bill finds the marker the soldier spoke of and crawls into a cave, only to find herself face to face with the edge of a Roman sword. When a tendril grabs her, they pull her in and seal the cave to keep the thing out. There are only 5 Romans left, but when Bill finds the same black slime on her neck that killed the soldier she knew, she passes out. The Picts are waiting for their leader, Carr, and Nardole offers them popcorn. The Doctor loses his patience and demands answers. Carr, the girl from earlier, announces she destroyed the Romans, in her role as gatekeeper.
So, you want to play a game? My game. By my rules. I am the gatekeeper! Pick a card, maggot. Any card. What card did you pick? If you fail to answer yes, my gatekeeper, I pick the 3 of clubs. I banish you to the black hole. Oh, wait. The black hole is next episode. This joke was a little premature. I'll go now. The hell is going on out there?
The doctor doesn't buy that a young girl beat an army. Carr explains how the Romans consume and enslave everything and everyone. Her parents and all the older Picts died fighting them. The doctor tosses Nardal's popcorn in the fire. He knows the Picts aren't angry, they're scared. The cord starts popping, startling the tribe and letting the doctor and Nardal escape. The doctor heads into the cairn to investigate the gateway, but the tribe recaptures Nardal, explaining the sunrise means the gate will soon open and the doctor will never return. The walls of the cairn open, and the doctor sees a strange dimension filled with swarming creatures, one of which comes dangerously close. He walks out of the cairn and finds Nardal with face tattoos in the daylight. And another good thing about this episode is Nardal not being particularly annoying. He's not going around acting too comedically big for the episode's tone. He's just sitting back and occasionally sassing the doctor. It took a while, but it seems like the writers finally figured out how to write him. He explains that the doctor's been gone for 2 days. No, it's only been a few seconds. He realizes time passes much quicker in the dimension he just visited. And there's still no sign of Bill. Bill is resting with the 9th Legion, recovering from the black slime.
Oh, now let's see. Bill's currently surrounded by a bunch of men wearing primitive armor and wielding swords, and she's recovering from a black slime dripped on her by a creature we haven't really seen. Congratulations, Bill. You've invented LARPing.
The doctor runs into Carr. She explains that for every generation, a warrior enters the portal to fight back the Eater of Light. One got through and wiped out the entire Roman legion, but it's nearly dead. They're hunting it to finish it off. They hear a scream and head out. Bill realizes Lucius, the leader, has a crush on her and explains that she's gay. Hey, he's fine with that. After all, Vitus only likes men. Lucius thinks it's quaint to restrict yourself to one sex, and this is actually very true of Roman society at the time, and my hat's off to Rona Munro. Not only for being the first writer to work on the classic series and the new series of Doctor Who, but she's written a balanced script. For all of Season 10 until now, the scripts have either had good character moments or engaging action. This episode has both. The Romans are brought to life and made three-dimensional by talking about their sexuality, and then we have good action sequences when they're being stalked by the monster. This episode finally manages to have its cake and eat it too. The Doctor's party finds a dead Pict. Carr is consumed by guilt. She knew the Eater was the only thing that could fight the Romans, but now it's killing her tribe as well, and Rebecca Benson gets to have a nice emotional arc from consumed by hatred to consumed by guilt. The nice thing is that those missing 2 days of the Doctor allow for this emotional transition. She's had time to get less mad and let the weight of those deaths start bothering her. Bill wants to find the Doctor, but the Romans don't want to leave the cave. She explains sometimes it doesn't take a legion, but rather one man to change things. The Doctor is that man. The Romans feel they're cowards for running from the Eater, but Bill says they're not cowards, just scared. Lucius, at 18, is the oldest and thus in command. He decides they'll make their stand fighting the creature in the open. Long ago, the Picts discovered the portal, and they found out that it could not be completely closed, so they built the cairn over it to control when it would open. This keeps the Eater's dimension from overwhelming the portal and spilling through to their world. Carr has a lens that poisons the light the Eaters eat. The Doctor's going to need her help, but she's afraid. The Doctor points out that they all are, but she still must make her stand. The Romans travel through a series of tunnels to the Pict camp. The Eater surprises them and kills one of the Romans as the rest climb a ladder and enter the camp. The monster retreats, waiting to feed off the coming sunlight, but the Picts and Romans quickly square off. But things become strange when the two sides realize they can understand each other. Yes, the Doctor admits it's something he does. They can continue to fight, or unite against the Eater and its kin. And the Doctor does have a plan. Lure the Eater back to the cairn and force it through the gateway. The Eaters can only cross one at a time. That's why one Pict, acting as gatekeeper in their dimension, could keep Earth safe for about 60 years. The Doctor has a better idea now, but Bill points out he never tells her the resolution of his plans in advance. The Picts begin playing music to attract the Eater.
Oh, now, Jamie, what sort of playlist would you put on to attract one of these Eaters of Light?
Your companion says his first and only choice is Weird Al Yankovic's Eat It.
Jamie, have I mentioned how much your acting has improved? You've finally loosened up!
Compliment acknowledged.
Using the lenses, they trap the Eater in the cairn waiting for the portal to open. They force it back into the void. The Doctor will go into the portal. He'll hold the gate for all time. Bill's upset. That's not his job, but, he points out, he's always protected humanity. Peter Capaldi is hitting all the right notes here. Condescending and angry, but never cruel and mean. Glib and hopeful at times when he's being unrealistic. And once again, so willing to throw his own life away to save others. Just what the 12th Doctor needs to be. Carr won't give him her weapon. It's her destiny, but Lucius will fight next to her. That still won't be enough, but the tribe holds the Doctor back. The rest of the Legion steps up to fight alongside Carr and Lucius. They head into the portal with one of their musicians. So many people going through the portal destabilizes it, and it's closed for good. Earth is now safe from the Eaters of Light. Nardo cautions the Doctor to not hold a grudge against Bill for supporting Carr's decision. Carr's little brother tells the crows that she will hold the gate. That's why in modern times crows all say Carr. They are honoring her name. Bill apologizes, but the Doctor needs to guard his own vault. She can almost hear the music from that other dimension. Nardo wants to get back to guarding Missy, except Missy's in the TARDIS. The Doctor let her out to perform repairs. Nardo and Bill are upset, but Missy is locked out of the flight controls. The Doctor wants to know if she watched their adventure. She did. She's not impressed, but the Doctor wants her to appreciate the beauty in life. In this case, the music Carr and her friends brought with her. In modern Scotland, the girl from the beginning of the show can hear the music coming from the stones. Missy's crying. She's been moved by the sacrifice they all made. The Doctor has to wonder, is Missy faking to gain his confidence? Or is she being real so Missy and the Doctor can be friends again? Time will tell.
This episode was probably the most perfectly written one I've seen this entire season. It had the perfect mix of story beats and character moments. I give Doctor Who, The Eaters of Light, 5 TARDISes out of 5. And with that, Jamie! Why are you drooling and holding your arms out like that? If anyone didn't know better, they'd say you were some sort of brainwashed zombie.
Brains.
That's a good point, Jamie. It's time for Time Lord of the Week. Today's Time Lord of the Week is our good friend, Jen. But she's better known to you across the universe as the Comedian, one of the funniest people in existence. In fact, she's a ghostwriter for this very program. She's helped write many of the jokes that you've spent all those hours laughing at here on You Know Who. In fact, I asked Jen to send me a few jokes for this segment. Bear with me. What you call an ice warrior who spends all his time on a hot beach? Sunburned. A Cyberman walks through a door. Then the Doctor floods the door with antimatter, fusing the Cyberman to the door. It's never not funny. Oh, this is good. How do you know when a Dalek is mad at you? Its earbuds are lighting up and it's screaming, "Exterminate!" Well, Jen and I can't spend all day making you laugh. Be sure to check out her next set at Zany's this Saturday on Meant to Be This 3. She's opening for Dave Chappelle. My apologies, reviewer, but every party needs its pooper. Jamie, what is that sound?
That sound is coming from the Lego TARDIS. Maybe the sonic spork will shut it off.
A good idea. Set it to plastic. The trap is sprung, reviewer. Enjoy your imprisonment. As for the rest of you, I am the reactor, and you will watch me on the next You Know Who!
Thank you.